Marvel Studios' Eternals 2 is not fully dead. It's mostly dead, and it's probably not happening, states insiders, but the current idea is to just morph the project and all the work done on it into something else that features characters people might like so that the Eternals 2 technically is more successful. So make of this news what you will, but insiders are claiming that despite the reports that Eternals 2 is cancelled, it's not entirely true. The Eternals 2, the way it was gonna be a proper sequel, is apparently no longer happening. All the insiders are agreeing on this, but here's what I don't get. We never had Eternals 2 confirmed. And as a matter of fact, when we look at the trademarks that were filed, Celestial's End of Time was technically the sequel, although not, because it was going to be about the Celestials and Eternals were going to be in some way, but it was going to be a different film. So not really Eternals 2. We never had a proper Eternals 2 as far as we know. The rumors are saying that essentially the Celestial film was Eternals 2. That was just a code name. That doesn't make sense either because you don't trademark a code name as a film. So I don't know what I'm missing there. I'm thinking they're just pulling things out of nowhere for scoop's sake. Either way, though, Eternals 2, Celestials, whatever it is, not happening the same way. They've changed ideas, and now it's being allegedly transformed into a separate project, one that could draw more eyes on it. I've seen people saying that they've heard that they're adding in other Marvel characters along with Eternals to kind of balance it out and make people interested in the project. I don't know. I mean, maybe you have the legendary Star-Lord, right? Maybe it's the legendary Star-Lord and the Eternals. That could work. Like, Star-Lord wants to get back into it. He's on Earth. He meets up with a couple Eternals. They put together a new ragtag crew. Here's their new team. Eventually, they'll meet up with the Guardians. They'll be in the Avengers. Yeah, it all works, right? So I'm kind of inclined to believe Eternals 2 isn't fully canceled. Like I've been saying, I think it never existed the way most people believe. Just a Eternals 2. I don't think that was ever a thing. Just because it seems weird. Because we never saw anything mentioned about Eternals 2 officially from Marvel. The same way they talk about Shang-Chi 2. So it'll be some time before we hear what happens with them, but obviously there's still plans and they're not just going to abandon these characters. So if it's a completely different take on them with other Marvel characters helping boost interest, I mean, it makes sense, and I think that would honestly work more than what they did with the first film.